Texas. Welcome back to Texas Business Radio. We're real excited to be here today. We're at the 2017 Dallas Vistage Summit, Executive Summit. Very exciting. There's like 500 to 800 CEOs, business owners, and service providers that provide service to those people, all in one big convention, and it's pretty exciting. So Matt has stepped out for this session, but we have our tried and true partner, George Walden, is here with us. George, what do you think?
Well, I'm happy to be here. We're about to learn a little bit about energy and the cost of energy. Business owners today face lots of issues, not the least of which is the rising cost of doing business, especially energy costs. What if there's a better way? We're about to talk to a gentleman who's going to show us a better way.
We sure are. So our special guest for this segment is J.D. Dodson, and he is the CEO,
president, and owner.
Okay, for Rapid Power Management.
Yes,
so
sir.
What the heck is Rapid Power Management?
That's a great question, Jay. I get that question a lot in the elevator pitches. We lower costs for businesses as far as your energy bill goes. And we do that through various different ways. One happened with the inception of deregulation of electricity in 2002. That's the inception of our company, was to come along and have an educated way to help different businesses choose which products, the strategies around which products would be best for them as far as the term length and lowering their energy costs and what players they should go with and all the dynamics that deal with that decision. Besides that, we added a technical bent. So we've got a lot of demand side management, and not to bore the details, but basically go in plants and facilities and look at different things like lighting, and LED is kind of going through a revolution right now. And we bring those solutions to the forefront. So it's not only about helping you procure the power, but on the back end, we're going to help you keep lowering the cost as well through implementing solutions that lower how much you're using.
So it all kind of started, in 2002 when they deregulated, and all of a sudden, CEOs and business owners, they have no idea. Are they in a regulated area, non-regulated? Or is it the county? Is it half the county? And now the whole industry has popped up to try to help them, and now to really expand beyond that, right?
Absolutely. Not bored too much with a story, but you're exactly right. I was working for Reliant. I helped them open up their Dallas office in 2001, a year before deregulation, and a lot of these CEOs were saying, "Oh crap."
Yeah,
this new law, this new tiger called deregulation, how is it going to affect my bills? I remember sitting at a table with the CEO from Acme Brick who said that what the heck is going to happen, JD? What is going to go on in my costs? I've got all these facilities with furnaces that cure my brick, and energy costs are a big, big deal for me. So help educate me about the direction and what's going to be smart and what's going to happen when deregulation goes forward.
So I got to think that the way deregulation, the way I understand it is, it doesn't affect everybody everywhere. It's certain sections, and nobody knows where they're in that, and that's probably how you started, is going into those areas and informing the CEOs there's a new opportunity for you. But now you've expanded, so you can provide services to about anybody, right?
That's correct. It is very fragmented. There's about 12 electric deregulated states and about 16 natural gas. And also you included Canada a little bit into that, in different parts of Canada. So we have spread, as our clients have spread to their different facilities in these deregulated areas. And also the law here in Texas was kind of the wild, wild west. If you didn't make a selection right away, your costs were going to go up 35%. So it created a real incentive to shop right away and get a solution. These other markets kind of were slower about it. And so it's been kind of a migration, and it's enabled our company to kind of grow slowly as the market has deregulated. But yes, we are in all these different fragments. And in Texas, it's not everywhere. Back when the bill was being
Makes it complicated, doesn't it?
It does, absolutely. There is certain parts of the state that are regulated. If you talk about municipal power and co-ops, part of getting a deregulation bill passed in Texas, they had a great lobbying effort. And George Bush said, okay, I really want to get this bill pushed forward. It's called Senate Bill 7, and he made an agreement with them that you can either opt in or opt out. Well, if you have a monopoly, you don't really opt in. You keep your secure. But if you're a public entity and you have stock options coming around the corner, you're all on board with deregulation.
So, JD, is this true for all size companies, certain high power companies? Do you provide services for lower power using company? I mean, tell us about your clientele.
That's a great question, Jay. When we started, we'd take everybody.
Well, of course, you're trying to build a business, right?
Yes, and our forte today is kind of middle market.
Okay.
And if I would describe that, it would be an energy bill of $5,000 up to $2 million a month energy spend. And that seems like a wide, but the small business customer is not really our forte because we've got all these technical products. And so the guy that has multiple facilities spread out across the United States, but it's not behemoth at this point, is kind of where we're making our forte these days.
Wow. So you got to be spending at least $5,000 in energy, kind of as the low side, and up as high as
we try to help everybody, but if you're asking where our forte and where we're really growing, it's that middle market at
So
this
if you
point.
could, give me an example of that. How would you work with a business owner that fit your criteria?
So we've actually recently, and that's a great question, George, we have a customer recently that's been using other services. And they've come to us and said, we really don't have an energy strategy. And I'm not going to use the name because it is a fairly large and big name in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And we kind of looked at their whole portfolio and said, how are you going about procuring your power at all these different sites that are deregulated? And the ones that are regulated, how do you know that your bill is correct? And then on top of that, what other strategies have you implemented to keep lowering your energy bill? So we have started by just doing discovery, because I'm not going to go in and pretend that I have the answer for you. Really, our approach is very educational, and it starts with questions. And so we just have been asking them questions, and we've uncovered value adds at different places, and now it's opening Pandora's box. So how do we work with businesses to start with? It is we are asking questions to them to see if we're right fit and bring value. I don't have a right answer for everybody.
So you try to assess where they are.
That's right.
And then if you can implement a strategy to help them facilitate, that's a great benefit to the business owner.
Absolutely. And if they're fine, I'll tell them they're fine. And I tell them we look for a long-term partnership, and hopefully you remember my name, and maybe I'll pop back up, and you'll come around to me when there might be value there.
So it's kind of a free assessment.
Oh, absolutely.
So you'll come in, hey folks, if you're using a lot of electricity, you need to have one of these. You need to be, have the assessment done and figure out if there's not a way you can save some money. I mean, some big money over long term.
Absolutely.
Wow. JD, we've been talking to JD Dodson. He's the president of Rapid Power Management. So, JD, how does somebody get a hold of you if they're interested? They need to have an assessment.
Great question. Go to our website, rapidpower.net. We have a contact form on page 1. And really all you have to do is send us your email, and then we'll be in contact with you because it's that easy. If not, that is the best way, is really our website.
Okay.
Rapidpower.net. Rapidpower.net.
Just rapidpower.net. Got that, folks? Rapidpower.net. You need to be going there. Look, we got to take a break, pay some bills. We're going to be right back. But let me remind you, get your calls in, 844-814-8144. We also monitor hashtag TBR. You can contact us there, or you can always go to texasbusinessradio.com. And everybody, all our experts, all of our guests, all of our CEOs, sponsors, everything is there. You want to go to texasbusinessradio.com. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back.